Rodrigo. Tush. Never tell me, I take it much unkindly that thou, Iago, who hast had my purse break time equals ones as if the strings were thine, shouldst know of this. Break time equals ones Iago. Sblood, but you will not hear me. Break time equals ones if ever I did dream of such a matter, abhor me. Break time equals ones Rodrigo. Thou toldst me thou didst hold him in thy hate. Iago. Despise me, if I do not. Three great ones of the city, break time equals ones in personal suit to make me his lieutenant, break time equals ones off cap to him, and, by the faith of man, break time equals ones I know my price, I am worth no worse a place. Break time equals ones but he, as loving his own pride and purposes, evades them, with a bombast circumstance. Break time equals ones horribly stuffed with epithets of war, and, in conclusion, break time equals ones non-suits my mediators, for, certes, says he, I have already chosen my officer. Break time equals ones and what was he? Break time equals ones forsooth, a great arithmetician. Break time equals ones one Michael Cassio, a Florentine. Break time equals ones Othello almost damned in a fair wife, that never set a squadron in the field. Break time equals ones nor the division of a battle knows more than a spinster, unless the bookish Theoric, wherein the to get consuls can propose. Break time equals ones as masterly as he, mere prattle, without practice, is all his soldiership. But he, sir, had the election, and I, of whom his eyes had seen the proof at Rhodes, at Cyprus and on other grounds Christian and heathen, must be bullied and combed by debitor and creditor, this countercaster, he, in good time, must his lieutenant be, and I, God bless the mark, his moorship's ancient. Rodrigo. By heaven, I rather would have been his hangman. Iago. Why, there's no remedy, 'tis the curse of service, preferment goes by letter and affection, and not by old gradation, where each second stood heir to the first. Now, sir, be judge yourself, whether I in any just term am a fine to love the Moor. Rodrigo. I would not follow him then. Iago. Oh, sir, content you, I follow him to serve my turn upon him. We cannot all be masters, nor all masters cannot be truly followed. You shall mark many a duteous and knee-crooking knave, that, doting on his own obsequious bondage, wears out his time, much like his master's ass, for naught but provender, and when he's old, cashiered, whip me such honest knaves. Others there who, trimmed in forms and visages of duty, keep yet their hearts attending on themselves, and, throwing but shows of service on their lords, do well thrive by them, and when they have lined their coats do themselves homage. These fellows have some soul, and such a one do I profess myself. For, sir, it is as sure as you are Rodrigo, were I the Moor, I would not be Iago. In following him, I follow but myself. Heaven is my judge, not I for love and duty, but seeming so, for my peculiar end. For when my outward action doth demonstrate the native act and figure of my heart and compliment extern, 'tis not long after but I will wear my heart upon my sleeve for doss to peck at. I am not what I am. Rodrigo. What a full fortune does the eclipse owe if he can carry thus. Iago. Call up her father, rouse him, make after him, poison his delight, proclaim him in the streets, incense her kinsman, and, though he in a fertile climate dwell, plague him with flies, though that his joy be joy, yet throw such changes of vexation on't, as it may lose some color. Rodrigo. Here is her father's house, I'll call aloud. Iago. Do, with like timorous accent and dire yell as when, by night and negligence, the fire is spied in populous cities. Rodrigo. What, ho, Brabantio. Signor Brabantio, ho. Iago. Awake. What, ho, Brabantio. Thieves. 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 Look to your house, your daughter and your bags. Thieves. Thieves.